If you really love me, you'd buy me this Gucci handbag. You owe me. Nobody else would put up with you. Get out of the manipulation trap. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, subscribe. Today, we're diving deep into the world of emotional manipulation, specifically the words that toxic people use to manipulate and gaslight others. Have you ever had anyone say, if you really loved me, this is manipulation 101. By questioning your love, they're creating feelings of guilt within you, forcing you to prove your affection. If you really love me, you'd buy me this Gucci handbag, invalidating your boundaries, making you feel like you're never good enough. When someone says this, when someone says, if you really love me, it's a huge red flag. Real love doesn't come with conditions or constant tests. Number 2, I'm only trying to help. When someone is using this classic manipulation tactic, they are camouflaging criticism as concern, undermining your confidence, positioning themselves as the savior, making you feel ungrateful if you disagree. I used to have a really narcissistic aunt who would constantly attack me, put me down. Every time she saw me, she would insult me. Once I started to heal, once I started to get some boundaries, I started pointing this out to her. And she said, I'm only trying to help. It's only because I care about you. Pro tip, help that makes you feel small isn't help at all. The toxic person isn't trying to help you. They're trying to elevate themselves. They're trying to make themselves feel better about their own failings and insecurities. Number 3, you're too sensitive. You're too sensitive. This phrase is designed to dismiss your feelings, blame you for having emotions. A narcissistic or toxic person is going to use it to avoid taking blame for harmful actions or nasty things they say. It's going to make you doubt your own perception. You're going to start thinking, maybe I am overreacting. It's going to wear away at your boundaries, particularly if you have a parent that's telling you you're too sensitive. In that situation, inner child healing would be really helpful to enable you to start to give yourself unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, to be able to set firm boundaries. Check the description for my free Inner Child Healing Workbook. And remember, your feelings are valid always. Number 4, nobody else would put up with you. This is a devastating manipulation tactic that destroys your self-esteem, creates a fear of abandonment, makes you feel unlovable, and keeps you trapped in the relationship. This is pure emotional blackmail. Number 5, after everything I've done for you, my grandmother used to say this one. Oh, Mark, can you drive me 400 miles to your uncle's wedding at the weekend? No, Nan, I have to work. Oh, after all the things I've done for you. This guilt trip strategy keeps a running score of their perceived sacrifices, makes you feel perpetually indebted, prevents you from setting healthy boundaries, suggests your needs are less important. And again, if you've grown up with a grandmother like I did, check the description for the Inner Child Healing Workbook. Number 6, you're misunderstanding me. This is a gaslighting technique that shifts blame onto you, denies your lived experience, makes you question your own memory, which is going to cause all kinds of issues with regards to confidence. It avoids taking responsibility. Number 7, I'm sorry you feel that way. This is a little bit of a tricky one for me because narcissistic and toxic people will often try to make you feel responsible for their emotions. When they're doing that, I'm sorry you feel that way, could be a good way to get out of the manipulation trap. Like when my grandma was saying, all the things I've done for you, I could just say, I'm sorry you feel that way, and leave it at that. But narcissistic and toxic people can also use this tactic. It's not an apology. It refuses to acknowledge their harmful actions. It blames you for their emotional responses. It avoids them taking genuine accountability, and it minimizes, belittles your feelings. You owe me. Number 8, a manipulative phrase that creates a sense of perpetual debt and indebtedness, undermines the concept of unconditional love. And again, you can't have unconditional love in an adult relationship. You can only have unconditional love between a parent and a child and with yourself. If you're in a relationship with someone, you're putting conditions on that. If they are your partner, your boyfriend or girlfriend, the conditions of that relationship are probably that you don't sleep with other people. There's probably lots of other conditions on that relationship. But if those conditions are broken, the relationship's gonna be in trouble. So you can't have unconditional love in that situation, because if you do, you're gonna be a doormat. You owe me from a parent to a child is obviously toxic, not good. And if someone is doing this in other relationships, it turns those relationships into transactions. They become transactional relationships, and that is also not a healthy relationship. It pressures you into unwanted actions. It pressures you into doing things you don't want to do. Relationships should be about mutual respect, not constant manipulation. Number 9, you're crazy. You're so emotional. This classic manipulation tactic attempts to discredit your perspective, invalidates your emotional intelligence, makes you question your sanity, and detaches you from the real issue at hand. Remember, your emotions are valid and your perspective matters. And finally, number 10, I was just joking. This is a very subtle but harmful manipulation technique that allows toxic behavior to slide under the radar, using the guise of humour. It shifts the blame if you're hurt. If you have an emotional response, it gaslights your response. Creates a get out of jail free card for harmful comments. Real humour doesn't come at the expense of someone's feelings. So how can you recognize and respond to these toxic tactics that narcissistic and toxic people use? Red flags you should look for. If they're constantly guilt tripping you, if they're dismissing your feelings, making you feel small, if they have controlling behavior or shift the blame onto you, how can you respond? Set healthy boundaries. And again, if you've grown up with this kind of stuff, if you've grown up in one of these kind of toxic environments with narcissistic parents and grandparents, you'll find it very difficult to set healthy boundaries. You won't have been able to form healthy boundaries. When you're a baby, you don't have any boundaries. You see everything as you push down. If you're growing up with narcissistic and boundary breaking people, any attempt you make to set boundaries growing up is going to become something that you get shamed out of, that you get put down for, or maybe even slapped for. So it's going to be very difficult for you to set clear boundaries as an adult. Check the description for my free Inner Child Healing Workbook if any of that sounds like you. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Prioritize your emotional well-being. Seek support from a trusted friend. Consider professional help. And I have a Facebook group which is called Inner Child Healing Breaking Free from CPTSD. You can find lots of people that will be very supportive to you in there. Check the description for a link to that. I'm trying to create a very supportive environment for people that have grown up in these kind of environments. Remember, you deserve respect, love, and genuine care. Manipulation has no place in healthy relationships. If you've liked this video, found it useful, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. If you know anyone that could benefit from watching this video, share it with them. Thank you for your time. See you next time.